how Bible college led me to Islam. As a teenager, I genuinely wanted to be a pastor. I dreamed of having my own church, so after high school, I enrolled in Bible college to study counseling and theology. Now, I grew up in very Protestant churches, Pentecostal and non-denominational churches that believed in modern-day gifts of the Spirit, prophecy, healing, speaking in tongues. Yeah, I was one of those Christians. And I truly believed it. I experienced things that felt very real to me. And then I enrolled in a Christian college near me that happened to be Baptist, and my theology professor didn't believe those gifts still existed. He taught that prophecy and miracles were only for a specific time in history, and that they ended after the message of Jesus was spread by his disciples. And that forced me to question something huge. My pastor at the time claimed to be a prophet. He said he had visions and heard the voice of God, and he became like a spiritual father to me. He had major influence over my life and my decisions. So suddenly, I was stuck between my personal experiences and what I was being taught academically. So I prayed to God to guide me to the truth, and for the first time, I was really forced to evaluate everything I believed in. And then something else happened. I took a world religions class. The goal was to teach us about other religions so we could win souls for Christ. And when we got to Islam, my professor brought in 2 Muslim men to speak to our class. That was the first time I'd ever heard about Islam from the perspective of actual Muslims. They talked about believing in the same prophets, the similarities and differences. One of them said he owned a Bible and that he treated it with the same respect as the Quran, never placing it on the floor, never putting anything on top of it or bringing it in the bathroom. He said they respect all religions and they shouldn't even kill a fly without a valid reason. Now, I was a white American kid. I found religion on my own at 10 years old, and there was no religion in my home. So everything I thought I knew about Islam came from school, the news, or people around me. But I was open enough to listen. I still remained deeply rooted in my Christian faith at the time and didn't actually become a Muslim until about 7 years later. But that moment planted a seed. And here's the lesson I took from it. Challenge your beliefs, especially the ones you have an emotional attachment to. Ask God for guidance and be open enough to look for truth through all the noise and opinions.